Well, hello, everybody. My name is Russ Reetz, Partner AD for the Inside Out Initiative. Today, I want to take a couple minutes to talk about definition of success. I'm going to share a quick PowerPoint with you and just go through this simple step, but a really, really important step to becoming an Inside Out school. First, here is our pathway. It's 5 steps. We've talked a lot about common language, individual purpose statements, and collective purpose statements. Today, our focus is definition of success. It's really important that your definition of success becomes part of your everyday common language. It's also important that you consider both the individual transformational purpose statements from your coaches and your collective purpose statement when figuring out how it is you're going to define success. So, what is the definition of success? Well, the common language around it is really this. We will define success beyond the score on a scoreboard. And that's really important. Again, if you remember from common language, we plan, we prepare, and we play to win. But winning is not our purpose, right? It's the goal, and the pursuit of that win is where the life lessons happen. We're going to define our success based on our purpose. So if we as coaches say we're about human growth and development, then we cannot base our success on the score on a scoreboard. What we have to do, what we're obligated to do, is define our success based on our transformational purpose statements, based on those core values that we have within each statement. How did we model those values every day we're in front of kids? How did we teach those values every day we're in front of kids? How are we being intentional about our purpose? This is just one way we're trying to change the question with our athletes. You know, the one thing I always hear after a game is, well, did you win? Or how did you do? And we're trying to get our stakeholder groups to start thinking differently about the questions we're asking our students. What was something you learned or can take from the game today? Did you have fun? What's a memory from that game that you might take with you? Did you get better? Did you do your best? What is your best? Why is it different today than in other days? Did you help someone else become better or do their best? Were you a good teammate today? So these are all things that I think coaches can use to prepare for those post-game speeches. What you say to your team really shouldn't change, right? Don't base your speech after a game on emotion. Prepare for what you're going to say, win or lose. We all take lessons from wins and losses. We're just going to be more intentional about how we address our teams moving forward and how we're going to define whether or not we were successful, having nothing to do with the scoreboard. As athletic departments, we need to think bigger picture. How are we going to define success for our programs differently? And I believe this is directly tied to whatever you come up with for your collective definition of success. So when you have that collective definition, what are ways that you're going to are you going to do to evaluate your effectiveness of that? What will you ask? What are you looking for when you talk with coaches or observe practices or see in a game? So this is our collective definition of success. Talked a lot about that Laker acronym. 5 performance moral characteristics, 5 moral characteristics or 5 moral skills that we're trying to teach in all of our programs. So how are we defining success based on that, our effectiveness? Here's what I really want to know. Through the lens of those 10 core values, right? 5 performance and 5 moral. Can you answer these 3 questions? Did you create lifelong memories? Did you develop lifelong relationships, either coach and athlete or athlete to athlete? And did you teach lifelong lessons? And the same question to the athletes. To the athletes, what was a memory that you'll remember forever? What relationship did you develop in this program, through your participation in this program, that you'll take with you when you graduate? And what was a lesson you learned? What can you take away from this program? What did you do, say, hear, or learn through your participation that's going to make you a better person when you leave our 4 walls? So that's really how we're trying to define success at Prior Lake High School. What I encourage you to do is look into your own programs, read your coach's purpose statements, have them define success based on that purpose statement, not just for one practice or 1 week or 1 month in their season, but at the end of the season, really, check-ins along the way. Are you on the right path for having a successful season? And then you, as the athletic director, take a look at that athletic department as a whole. How will you define success related to your collective purpose statement? Good luck, everyone. I can tell you that when my students come to me and talk about their legacy here, their favorite memory here, a lesson that they learned from their participation in the program, I feel a whole lot better about the success of our season, and I don't worry much about the score on the scoreboard. Have a great day.